Work on the island of Sodor had been very busy. Thomas, Percy and Henry had been told that the Fat Controller would have a special announcement for them in Tidmouth Sheds that night, and they were all eager to hear what it was. All the engines had finished their work and were now relaxing in the sheds. "That's everything finished for the rest of the night," James said happily.
"For you, maybe. I have to pull the post train late tonight,"
moaned Percy. "I wonder what the Fat Controller has to tell us," said an excited Thomas.
It's probably nothing important."
Finally, the Fat Controller and Mr. Nooner came to see them.
"Thomas, Percy, Henry, I have very exciting news for you. The Minion of Canada and Dwight D. Eisenhower will be departing for Canada and America next week." "How is that exciting news?" "Well, what if I told you that you will be going to visit them?"
The three engines were excited.
"We are going to visit them! When?" "You will be going in 2 days."
"Where are we going to see them?"
"They are in Shildon at the minute, so you will be going there." "I never remember going to Shildon before. It will be a nice holiday." "How long are we going for?" "You will be going for 2 days.
Then Thomas thought of something. "But wait, sir. Who will look after our trains?" The Fat Controller smiled.
"Well, Boko will leave Edward's branch line and do Henry's work instead, and Toby has agreed to do Percy's work, which leaves you, Thomas."
"Who will be doing my work?"
"I have loaned Stephanie the Bluebell engine for 2 weeks, and while you're away to Shildon, he will be doing your work on the branch line."
Thomas was pleased. "Oh, that is great, sir. At least I know the branch line will be in good hands. I mean, in good wheels."
"Now, tomorrow, Boko, Toby, and Stepney will be doing your work, because you must get prepared for your big journey."
Can I say goodbye to Annie and Clarabelle in the morning? Before Stepney takes them?"
"Of course you can, Thomas."
The next morning, Thomas was saying goodbye to Annie and Clarabelle, and Daisy was furious.
"Disgraceful! Total disrespect!"
"What's the matter, Daisy?"
"What is the matter? Thomas, I should be doing your job on the branch line. I done it before when you crashed through the station master's house. So why is the Fat Controller bringing that Bluebell engine?"
"I think the reason is, Daisy, because Stephanie is a very popular engine, and he's from the Bluebell Railway."
"More popular than me?"
Oh no, Daisy, I didn't mean it like that." But before Thomas could answer, Stephanie puffed into the yards. And he had a huge blue coach with him.
"Hello, Thomas. Long time no see. I'm here to look after your branch line, while you go to Shildon to see the Minion of Canada and Dwight D. Eisenhower."
"Oh, hello, Stephanie. I haven't seen you in a long time."
"Oh, I've been doing okay, Thomas. Things have been running very smoothly on the Bluebell Railway."
"That's good, Stephanie.
What's with the coach?"
"Oh, that's a special Bluebell Railway coach.
I have brought it with me to take on my trains."
"Oh, right." Then Thomas's driver came up to him.
"Right, Thomas, we have to go."
Then Thomas had no choice but to leave. Stephanie looked over at Daisy.
Hello.
Who are you? I'm Daisy, she snorted. Then Stephanie's driver uncoupled him from his coach, and he backed on to Annie and Clarabelle.
We've never been pulled by this engine before, Clarabelle. I hope he's as gentle as Thomas.
Thomas joined Percy and Henry at the works as they waited to get cleaned.
Are you okay, Thomas?
Asked Henry. Well, Stephanie came to the railway with a Bluebell coach.
Oh, really?
But what about Annie and Clarabelle? I hope they're not going to be left in the yards while I'm away.
Oh, don't worry, Thomas. I'm sure Annie and Clarabelle will be glad of the break.
I suppose, said Thomas. But little did Thomas know that Stephanie and Annie and Clarabelle were happily puffing through the branch line.
He's so gentle. He reminds me of Thomas. It really is a pleasure to go out with him,
commented Annie and Clarabelle. Later that day, Daisy arrived at the junction, and she saw Ari and Bert on the other track.
What are you doing here?
We have to stop here to let a train past.
Why should we have to delay our trains to let a silly little steamer past? It's prejudiced against us diesels.
Tell me about it.
What do you mean?
Well, Thomas is going away to Sheldon, and instead of that controller letting me look after his trains, he has brought back an engine from the mainland.
An engine from the mainland?
Is it a steam engine?
Yes.
Whatever is his name?
His name is Stepney.
Ari and Bert laughed.
Oh, Stephanie! The Bluebell engine?
Yes, he's from the Bluebell Railway.
Oh my goodness! Our old friend.
Do you know him?
Oh, yes. Stephanie has a lot of history with us.
He's gonna regret coming back to Sodor.
No, Harry, no! Don't do anything on him!
Why? He's a stinky steamer that has swum back onto this island and stole your job?
We cannot allow that, especially if his name is Stepney.
No, leave him alone. I beg you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daisy, but we just cannot do that.
Thanks for letting us know about Stepney. You have done us Diesels proud.
Oh no, what have I done?
That night in Tidmouth Sheds, Stepney stayed with all the engines. Did you enjoy yourself today, Stepney?
Oh, it was wonderful. Thomas's branch line is just how I remembered it. Beautiful.
I'm sure Annie and Clarabelle missed their passengers.
I don't think so, Thomas. They were full.
What do you mean they were full?
Well, there were lots of passengers on the platforms at the stations.
You mean you took them? Of course I took them, Thomas. Why would you think I didn't? But you brought a coach from the Bluebell Railway. Oh, yes. That is because when you return, I'm going to be taking special tours around the mainland, and I will be using that coach. Thomas felt much better. Stepney, I'm sure my branch line will be in good working order while I'm away. Stepney smiled. Thank you, Thomas. In the branch line sheds, Toby and Daisy were alone, and Daisy looked awful worried. What is wrong, Daisy? Asked the concerned Toby. Toby, I have to tell you something. But you must not tell Thomas. What is wrong? You're starting to worry me. I think I've got Stephanie in trouble with Harry and Bert. Why? Well, the thing is, I was disappointed that the Fat Controller chose him instead of me to look after Thomas's branch line. And I told Harry and Bert, and apparently they have some history with Stephanie, and I think they're gonna do something on him. Oh, Daisy. There's something I have to tell you about Stephanie. He was saved by the Bluebell Railway when the Diesels were taking over the mainland. It is possible that Harry and Bet were two of those Diesels. Oh no! We'll have to tell Thomas. No, we cannot tell Thomas. It will only spoil his holiday. Please, Toby, keep an eye on Stephanie for me, and I will try and keep an eye on Harry and Beth. Okay, Daisy. I'm so silly, Toby. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you want to know. The next morning, Thomas, Percy and Henry were all lined up at the junction and were ready to depart for Sheldon. Mr. Nooner climbed inside Henry's cab. Are you coming with us? Oh, yes. Sir Topham Hatt wants me to look after yous while yous are away. And I trust you to do so perfectly, Mr. Nooner. Thomas, Percy, Henry, we will miss you, but have a nice holiday. Oh, we will, sir, and we will tell you all about it when we come back. So all three engines departed for the mainland.